Hey guys, this video is for Aztecia. You wanted to see some of my Zippo stuff. How you spell his name is Aztecia. If you're a bow song nut like I am, you definitely have to check out his videos. He has great instructional videos, some really cool moves, good editing on his films too, some clever music, usually matches the theme of the video, but really cool. You guys gotta check out his stuff. But anyway, he wanted to see my Zippo stuff, so that's what this video is. Please excuse any shakiness from, because I'm usually dealing with a tripod, but in this case I'm holding the camera, so I do apologize in advance for any shakiness. But anyway, what you're looking at right now is something I made for my loft area where my computer is, and where I do display all my Zippo stuff. I made this little kind of a wall display. I have let's zoom in on here. These are old ads, Zippo ads. This one is from Time Magazine, 1956. I got anyway, just some old Zippo ads from old magazines. Something I also collect besides the lighters itself. I collect everything that has a Zippo name on it. These vintage ads are just a kind of cool addition. Then I have two postcards. This is the anatomy of a Zippo, and that is basically every part that a Zippo is made of. You might want to freeze, if you're a Zippo guy like me, or maybe just getting into lighter collecting. You might want to freeze the video right here and take a look at that. Hopefully you can read all the parts there. Familiarize yourself with the parts of your lighter. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I went to the Zippo Case Visitor Center in Bradford, Pennsylvania on vacation for 1 year. And this is a postcard of the Zippo Flag. And basically there's a whole wall, probably 10 feet tall, and as you can see, it's an American flag, but it's entirely made out of Zippos. So like the red line here is a bunch of different red, or mostly red Zippos, and then of course mostly white, and then blue. So it's really, really cool to see in person. But that's just a postcard of the wall. This is my first case. It's just a wall case. It's got double lock on there on the side. This is where I keep most of my used Zippos. From this section here, the top 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, all the way across, are all genuine Zippos, Zippo brand Zippos, but they're all used and for the most part vintage. A lot of older ones that I've gotten over the years, except for this one here. I actually just made myself. I took an emblem off a butane lighter and added to a 1941 Replica, which is more of a squared off Zippo than what you're used to these days. But I thought it was pretty cool. So that's that. The second half of the case from here down, the bottom 3 rows across, they're all Zippo lighters in appearance, but none of them are genuine Zippos. None of them are Zippo brand lighters. Interestingly enough, each one of these lighters is actually made by a different brand, except for this one here and that one there. They're 2 different models from the same company, but for the most part, each one of these is a different brand's version of the Zippo lighter. Probably the most copied lighter design ever, really. So anyway, that's my one wall case. If you're interested in this case, I got that off of E-Knifeworks a couple years ago. It was like $32. Came with a insert to use for Zippos. But you can also use the case for knives or anything else you want to display. My sister, his name is Brittany, and when she was younger, it was actually I made my whole family go. It was a family vacation to the Zippo factory and the visitor center. But anyway, while she was there, she bought her own Zippo. Little Princess Zippo. She was like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 at the time. So it was cute. She got her own little lighter. Of course, she couldn't use it, but she still wanted to display it, and that's what she made there. And as she got older, into her early teens, she can care less about Zippo stuff, so she gave it back to me, and I just display it with my stuff. The next thing over here, as you see, is my revolving case. I got this off of eBay, like 60 bucks at the time. It's a very standard case. It manually revolves. See the bottom here? You just manually revolve that. Some cases Zippo makes now, or that they already have out that are more expensive are the electric ones, and they have a motor that turns it for you, and they're also lit, usually some kind of lighting inside. But this is a very simple case, like I said, like 60 bucks. Shipping was probably 15 or 20. It's very light, actually, plexiglass for the most part. I'll scan through these. These are actually, this case holds, for the most part, it holds all of my brand new Zippos that I just kind of collected, never used. So most of these are brand new. Real quick, I'll scan through here. This one here is from the Zippo Click Collectors Club. That's it was never available to the public. Has that like indigo kind of finish, like the one next to it. Some cool animal ones. These are actually textured. Very, very interesting. If you ever see this design and you like it, I would recommend checking those out. Very interesting texture on there. Very grippy. Some camo ones. Now this side here, I just have two old inserts. Those flames that are there, those are plastic display flames. I believe there's a company called Rose Art. If you Google that, they sell those. They're like $4, I think, and you could stick them in the inserts. You know, obviously in a regular Zippo open, and it's for display purposes. You know, shows that flame. Then actually the top four here, or five, excuse me, are all counterfeits, and I'll make a separate video for this. Actually, that's not a counterfeit. That's just a camel lighter. But these four, top one, these two fake Vietnam Zippos, and this Army Zippo, they have the markings of Zippos, but they're counterfeit. They're fake. And there's a couple reasons I know that, and I'll make like I said, I'll make a separate video for that. But let's move on. I got a lot of Marlboro Zippos, like this one here. Both top ones. These are all from using those Marlboro miles. That one has my name on it. My name is Jeff. My sister bought that one for me, so it's got some sentimental value. Next row here. This is probably my favorite one. This used to be my most expensive Zippo. It's actually it's got a wine type pattern, but the gold inside the wine glasses that represents the actual wine itself is 24 karat gold plated. Original price tag on there is $51.95. Very classy lighter. Never carry it just because I don't like carrying expensive lighters like that, but very interesting. The most expensive Zippo I ever owned was actually just a titanium model, which at the time was like 80 bucks or something. Very cool. But I no longer have it. I think I traded it for a knife a couple years ago. This one's armor case, and what that means is the actual case is twice as thick as a regular Zippo. Obviously much more durable, less prone to denting, anything like that. Much more expensive, probably in the $30 range, even for like a plain one. Next row I have two different replicas, 1941 replica and the 1937, I think. This one's more rounded, and that one's obviously more squared off. Anyway, try to get through this kind of fast. These two I made. This one was cut down. Very hard to explain, but basically it's a smaller version of a regular Zippo. They use those in Vietnam. They're called Shorties. And this one here, I just basically put some grip stickers on there, my own little design, just to add some grip to it. But anyway, that's let's see, am I done there? Yeah. Yep. So that's all I have in there. On the top here I have two comically large Zippos. Both of these are working Zippos. One's bigger than the other. They do work, obviously they have a small wick in there, but not Zippo brand, just Zippo related. Some more ads here. Skip over. Some Zippo catalogs and stuff, and old catalogs and some magazine issues for when I was in the Zippo Click Club. And then here I have all my Zippo accessory stuff. I have pillowcases, knives, some old zip lights. Those are a flashlight insert they used to offer. Zippo watch, some old flint cases, a fuel case, some old pins, stuff like that, keychain. So that's about it. That's my Zippo collection. Besides this, I also have a couple of Zippo books, but those are put away right now, so unfortunately I can't show you. But that's about it. So Aztecia, hope you enjoyed this video, and I am enjoying your battle song videos very much, so looking forward to new ones. Thanks again everyone for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.